Hey guys, you remember Garten Bam Bam? Everyone's favorite game, you know? You may think the ephouric brothers fell off because of Garten Bam Bam, but let me tell you, they made games before that, and those also entered a downfall. So today we'll be going all the way back to 2020 when the ephouric brothers made their first game. So relax and get your party hats on because this is gonna be a big one. The first game the ephouric brothers made was called Swallow from the Blue. Although different from the source material we're used to, it still got lots of love from the ephouric brothers community. To get a better understanding of Shallow the Blue is a psychological pixelated 2D game that plunges players into a disturbing and mysterious experience within the hotel known as the Sapphire Hotel. The game takes place within an unsettling confines of a hotel known as the Sapphire Hotel, and it, from what I've heard, is a good horror game. But the next game is a little more,
Back to our convo, I guess. Forgot to tell you, my name is Chris. I also forgot to tell you, I've moved around a lot. Never got a chance to make any friends. If I don't make any friends in the first 5 days, I will shoot up the school. Can you be my friend?
We're still talking about the same guy, right? Introvert. Teenage Simulator is, yes, a teenage simulator about a kid who is a teenager that wants to make friends in his brand new school, and if he doesn't make friends in the first 5 days, he's gonna shoot up the school. This is a bit more weird than, the last one, which I think is cool. I would actually play. And had more mixed comments. But still, we haven't entered the downfall of the ephouric brothers. It only comes in later when things start going even more down. The next one is indeed interesting, yet as not weird as the last one we just covered.
Finally, the last dosage of my medicine. Thank you so much. Small Blue Guardian.
This game essentially is basically just a man who needs medicine, and like a monster comes and stuff. This one was smaller, and this wasn't a big thing. It isn't talked about much, and it isn't much to take notes about, like the last two games we've been talking about. However, it is pretty cool if you want to check it out. I don't know, though. However, the game I'm about to show you right now is different than any game we've seen before. We've seen pixelated, and we've seen what you're looking at right now, the Garten Bam Bam style. But let's see what they were planning in 2021 that actually looks like a kid's game. Okay, to be honest, that game was actually kind of cool. To explain in a bit more detail, Life on Pizza is a video game where players take on the role of pizza topping, struggling to survive. Instead of eating the pizza, you are a topping trying to avoid being eaten. And it's an action game with elements of adventure, strategy, and simulation. And it's a really fun multiplayer game. It kind of gives the vibe of Mario Party without the mini games, obviously. But this game also looks like a family game, a lot more different than the age demographic the other games we're trying to go towards. To get a better understanding about how we got here is an adventure game where players find themselves on a series of floating islands with no
The name's Clarence,
recollection
and we're both floating in the
of
air.
how they arrived. This game is more loved by its series, unlike Introverts. And I feel like
guess I
people
underestimated
even
the
go
toll
as
that
far
I
to say that it's underrated.
I know this sounds crazy, but I'm gonna miss what we do. It's sad what the years did to this place. Now, the only thing that swims here is a creature.
Flashwater is a game where we take a role of a pet feeding service worker. However, the service hides a dark secret. The pet is a large, dangerous creature residing in an abandoned pool. The player's task is to prepare the final meal for this teacher. The game focuses on a tense and atmospheric horror experience. Players must carefully perform tasks, as mistakes can have very bad consequences. Clearly, this game is also not very hyped, as it's underrated like how we got here, but it is still loved by the people who see it. The next one, the ephouric brothers feel a bit more passionate about because they had free trailers for it, and it seems to have more voice acting, better animation, and they try to put their best writing in it. So why wonder what it could be?
Can someone get this zombie dude out from here?
Hey, you're not green. You can't say the Z word.
So you are saying that just because they're green, they're not human?
Exactly. Can someone get this zombie dude out from here?
Hey, you're not green. You can't say the Z word.
So you are saying that just because they're green, they're not human?
Exactly. Can someone get this zombie dude out from here?
Hey, you're not green. You can't say the Z word.
So you are saying that just because they're green, they're not human?
Egghead Humpty is a game we have to go inside of a UV, and it's a super cool game until you realize it's just stupid and glitchy, and it's one of the worst games to some people. The game is really, really hard to play and just boring. It goes on a loop or something, and this game is just really bad. Like, this is, I think, like, almost worse than Garden of Banban. And speaking of Garden of Banban, here we go. I'm not even gonna play some of the trailer. Garden of Banban is a story where you're a parent looking for your child inside of a kindergarten known as Garden of Banban that is more treated like a daycare. And as you know, the first game sucked. It was the worst. And it slowly started to improve throughout the games. And we all know the Garden of Banban situation. 8 games and a few spin-offs. Garden of Banban has improved, and the last we seen was just Garden of Banban. Wait, what are you doing? Who are you? Huh? Thank you. My parents might actually be proud of me now. Unplugged is a multiplayer indie horror game where you have to run away from monsters. And it looks similar to Garden of Banban, using the same kind of character design, while also being new and creative to the style, and also talking about the plague. There you go, buddy. Are you proud? Yep, we love you equally like all of our other sons. I'm just joking, man, you're still my favorite. But even after we finished all of the 4-part series, it still begs the question, where did the 4 bars go?